Welcome back, everybody, to the channel, to Vault Hunters. Hello, hi, and welcome. Here we are. Last time we did some work setting ourselves up a very basic AE2 system. Basic it may be, it works and it works great. It is so nice to type in things that we want, like vault crystals, and come over here and click this in and craft them. Unfortunately, we're out of chromatic iron. I was able to make 4 vault crystals, but this is so nice. If I wanted to craft anything in here, we can do it. It has made things so much easier compared to sifting through drawers and sifting through the chest. Now, I did move my altar down here so that we could make these crystals a lot easier. It's going to be no big deal to come up here and run the vaults. If it happens to be a scavenger vault, we can empty our excess items down there. And otherwise, we can come down here. Now, I did change these backpacks around just a little bit. We've got our scrolls, bronze, and silver in here because I have all my chest scrolls here. We have the bronze in the compacting drawer, so that changed the backpack here. We're keeping a little bit of vault gold, but really it's just going to be mod boxes, relic booster packs, and mystery boxes, and a couple other things that we don't put in. Other than that, we could upgrade this guy to encompass a little bit more, but other than that, we haven't done much around the base. I did move my botany pots over to here, and we did change what they're growing. We've got the nether stems, we've got bamboo, sugarcane, kelp, pumpkin, and melon. I needed like 150 melon for one of these crystals, so I decided to move the botany pots down here and gutted everything out of this old area down here. We don't need anything in here now, so this place is pretty much useless. Hit the wrong button. But anyway, that is now moved, and eventually we will probably upgrade and start growing more stuff. It's just nice to be getting some things like the stems for free. We also are getting the shroom lights. Very nice. What else? We did grow some vines, so we have quite a bit of these things. You know, that was from our old botany pots. Spore blossoms, we have a bunch of. You know, we just don't need a botany pot for those now that we have over 500. The last thing that I did off camera that I wanted to talk about is the automation of the lava. We've been running back and forth with the buckets in here. We've been grabbing lava out of these cauldrons. We've been moving it over into the magmator. I wanted to find a way. Is there a way with AE2, modular routers? What do we want to do here to automate the lava? And I found a solution. So we've been talking about modular routers. That's these guys right here, and they have a fluid transfer upgrade, and we can put in these different fluid modules, and we can put in a bucket, and it's supposed to transfer fluid. If you look in here, and I turn this thing on to always, it's going to take the fluid out of here and push it over to here. That's a pretty standard thing and how modular routers work. This one is set to pull from the left and transfer to the right. I have the same setup in here, pull from the right and transfer to the left. If I were to take these two modules out and place these two in, you're going to see the lava go from here to here. So it is working. It just doesn't work with cauldrons. So I played around with many different things. I tried applied energistics. There are, you know, fluid P2P tunnels. These guys right here, I tried this. It doesn't extract. Tried many things. Create actually works. If we were to There you go. You see, that's there. If we were to break this guy and just fill this with lava, you will see to my right that the lava gets pulled out of the cauldron and gets put into here. So this is an option. The other option is a very, very simple thing called a faucet. This guy is not expensive, and it's from Supplementaries, the bod. It's 4 iron and 1 stick. And what we can do is we can set up a line of cauldrons like this, and you'll see all of that gets pumped around into here and gets pumped around into the magmator. The only negative about this system is setup. I would essentially have to change my setup to this. Instead of having 50 cauldrons, we would have to have, what is this, 30? We would lose 20. I have thought about potentially stacking the cauldrons. Like maybe something like that. Actually, it would need to be that height, so that the tanks were there and this was there, but I don't think that this is going to allow the fill up of this guy. So, we're going to have to sacrifice some lava production for the sake of implementing this, but I'll have 30 cauldrons pumping lava over to the base. What I could do is I could move the other 20 underground to the point where you don't see them, maybe. I could put lava sources like underneath here. I could take the lava sources out of the ceiling, put them underneath the cauldrons, and have that dripstone going into tanks that way. But yeah, should be relatively easy, and I think that's where we want to start today. So what we're going to need to make is we're going to need to make a bunch of these tanks. They require skystone and quartz glass. Quartz glass we've made before. Very, very simple recipe, and we are going to need 51 of these, I think, is what we're going to do, and we can see our number of skystone ticking down. But we have enough and we don't need any more. The next thing that we're going to need is the same thing. We're going to need 50 of these faucets. And then hopefully we can make some fluid pipes if we haven't already, which I did. I made 2 stacks of these guys in the past. So very, very simple thing here. We're going to have to tear up the floor. We are going to have to get rid of these and try not to burn ourselves. Like so, and then we're going to want to put our tanks like that. Like that. And these, we don't have to, you actually don't have to shift click these on the cauldrons. The only thing that you have to do is you have to tap this little guy so that it will drain the lava. How cool isn't that? I'm gonna get myself some cut andesite to fill in the holes right here, like right here and right here. And then what I need to do is I need to go underneath all of these tanks and dig out an area. Once we have our hole dug out, we're going to place in our pipes like so, and we're probably going to bring this down like so, and we're going to bring it into the center over here. And then what I'll do is I'll go kind of deep underneath and then swing into the back of the magmator. I've placed down the tanks and faucets on this side. And what I can do is at this elevation right here is we could place in another lava source right here. And that would give us another thing. We could have lava here, the dripstone blocks here, and we could dig this area out. Yeah. The only other thing that we could do is we could go ahead and open up this backside here underneath the wall. And I'll go ahead and take these out, and we could place our pipes in like that. And then what we could do is we could dig these out right here and right here, and we'll move our lava sources from the top to these locations, and then we can place in the dripstone or a block right here at this level, the pointed dripstone, and then we could have our other cauldrons in these locations here. I think that'll work, and then we can have the tanks like here and here, if that makes sense. It's going to be a little bit to get it in place, but this is going to work, trust me. The tanks will be here. The cauldrons will be here. And then we'll place the faucets in. Then we have to get underneath, of course, these cauldrons, and we have to connect it up to this pipe, which honestly shouldn't be that bad. Pretty easy to move the lava sources from up here to down here. We just placed or pulled them out with the bucket, and then we placed in some stone. No big deal. You can actually shift click right in this little gap and place in the lava sources. So we got it all hooked up. We ran a pipe over into the center here. We have a tank, and then we ran it around, and there it is coming in. We did gain quite a bit of power. You can see we're up to 13 million. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Yep, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. We're just gonna place that block there. And now we have automated the lava production. And this is cool. The only other thing that we could really do to make this better or faster would be to use create and go in the nether. We could take this magmator and this ender cell and go in the nether. If we came into an area like this, we could drop the pump, and it would have to be from create. That's just a mechanical pump. What's it called? The hose pulley. It's called the hose pulley. If we had one of these guys, which is just copper casing, dried kelp, and a copper plate, all of this stuff is done in create. We don't have this mod, but if we drop this guy in and then put in like a water wheel, we could pump infinite lava. I believe the hose pulley looks at like a 10 by 10 by 10, and if it has that much lava, it considers it an infinite source, and then we could place our magmator with our ender cell underneath that. We could come in here into the maps and just load this chunk somehow. Yeah, we could find it wherever it is in here. I'm sure there's a way to load this specific chunk, and once we have this chunk loaded, then we could be creating a source of lava or a source of power infinitely, and we wouldn't have had to do what I just did, even though it's not really a big deal. What we did is just an easy way to do it, or an early game, I don't know, it's a decent way to do it. This we would have to take on a whole other mod, and I'm really not looking to get into create. I'm looking at expanding my horizons into Kagerium. That's kind of the next thing I want to do. And to do so, we need to run some vaults, which is why I have the crystals. But looking at my pickaxe here, so to speak, quote unquote, this is a field shovel. It's getting low, and we also probably need to look at making another axe, and we have the ability to make the next tier of stuff using vault alloy, silver ingots here, and the wooded silver ingots. These are made with silver scrap around a perfect wootedite, and then the mass is knowledge essence or vault essence around, this was called, no, it is vault essence. Anyway, it's around a perfect wootedite as well. The vault alloy can either be made with vaulterite ingots or with chromatic steel and a vault ingot. This is stuff that we are collecting the flasks of. The vaulterite is vault scrap, chromatic iron. I have just enough to make the pickaxe, which has a 250 capacity. Pretty cool. And I have a bunch of these guys over here, which we're going to pull out all of this. And we're going to pull this out and put this guy in. We still have a capacity of 32, but it gives us a living, gilded, coin, ornate, and a plus 6.6 item rarity, which is a lot better than the 2.5 item rarity. And if we wanted to take this a step further, we could go 7.5, and that takes us down to 9 capacity. Make sure that this has picking. It does. And that is a much, much better thing. We just need to grab some emeralds. And then we can go ahead and do the same thing. We can put the efficiency 5 on it. We can put fortune on it. And we can put unbreaking on it. And now we have a much, much better tool here that is going to just hopefully get us a little bit better stuff. So what I want to do is look at my chromatic iron. We have quite a bit of chromatic steel. Let's go ahead and make the axe. I absolutely love the fact that we can search our gems by what they are. We don't have to just go in here and go for the jewels. No, we can search pulverizing. So that helps a lot when finding all of the different gems. And as you saw in there, we did have a level 50. I did take and make a bunch of different jewels in here. I said gems, jewels. I did craft up a new hammer and a new axe. Look at this, 70.8 mining speed. It does have living affinity, which I don't care about. The wooden affinity is what I care about, but this is what we made just moments ago. And then, of course, I made this guy right here, which is hammering, smelting, picking, pulverizing, 17.9 copiously, and 2 hammer size. The only negative I can say about it is the potential smelting could be an issue. We're not going to get the vault cobblestone anymore. We are going to get polished vault stone. It's fine. It's fine. So now that I have all new tools, we've got the things that we need. The only thing that I'm lacking is, of course, my bags. And a little bit of that. We've got our vault compass, we've got our vial, we've got our backpacks, we've got our crystals. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and put these 3 crystals in here just for now. Let's save us some room in our inventory. It is time for us to go run our first vault in a long time. The first vault that I ran, I didn't show. It was a 4 monolith vault, and we didn't really do much. But this one, I did want to show off the new axe. It's working and working very, very well. It should, with 70 mining speed compared to what we had. So we are just gonna kind of run through here. We do have newer and harder mobs. Like, this guy is super fast. But it's fine. So up here, we definitely lit a spawner. So I'll have to go up there and check that out. But yeah, we're just gonna run through, see if we get anything good. I did get a key piece in the last vault, but other than that, there's nothing really to note. Nice. The rain is kind of suiting considering we died. I actually got the lodestone, or to the lodestone in the elixir vault, and I just, yeah. I got bombarded by some enemies. I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Oh, well, we're gonna unload some of our stuff in here. Get everything reorganized, and we have a little bit of gear, it looks like, to go through. So let's do that. Mod boxes have gotten even better now that we can get some of this ME storage stuff. So that's really, really nice. We got the ME storage bus. What else? We got these guys right here. They are scrappy. 12 armor. They're better armor-wise, but they don't have anything else on them. I think we'll just do away with those guys for now. And that's it. That was pretty much all of the gear. There wasn't a lot. So we will try and run another vault. Well, I have a scavenger hunt here, but I did forget my buckets. Normally I like to scoop these guys up and take them to the overworld and then dispatch them. Because you can get slime balls in the overworld, where here in the vault you cannot. So we won't be doing that today. But it looks like I need coin piles, I need gilded chests, and we need living chests so that we can do this. Oh, oh, that was an overshot. And I'm gonna die. Nah, it just sounds loud. Well, the wooden chests really aren't going to do us any favors. But I still want to loot them because this has knowledge essence in it. So we're still going to loot those things. Uh-oh. And we will attempt to complete this vault. I haven't completed one yet. We barely completed that one. And we did complete a bounty. So let's see what we got. We got ourselves the Note of Clarity. We got a chest plate. And we got a decent little catalyst. Looks like we got some chromatic iron there, and that was about it. I'm just going to put these backpacks there for a moment. This guy is not that good. Now for the completion crate. The bronze and stuff is going to help, and the silver is nice. We got a coin affinity and a pulverizing and a mining speed. That's pretty good. Lush Cave, we got some Vault Diamonds, and looks like we got some leggings and a sword to check out. We got some Larimar, and I believe this is a piece I already have. No, it is not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. It's like we got all of the Richity relics. Identified the pieces here. We got 13 attack damage, and this, meh. Nothing good. I really need to get this hooked back up to the system here. I think what we might do is we might actually throw that back here somewhere, so that it will just go into this pipe here, and then we'll have to set up some kind of auxiliary storage to pump into this guy if we don't have oh, it's, what are they called? These guys, the faceted focus. Yep, these are all different things, so we will have to have those pumped into this system. But we're going to save this crystal and probably do it off camera, and what I want to do, since I've got this, is craft a relic pedestal. This guy right here should actually be something that we can craft. I think we might not have the smooth stone slab, but we do have the ability to make it. And what we should be able to do is click these. We'll go ahead and put our extras of these back in here. Warrior Relic Twitch Richity. What does that mean? Can I move this? Can I place this down like... Nice. I don't know what this does. A little bit of research says that this is going to grant us like a permanent buff for time? Question mark in the vault. So you guys will have to let me know how true that is, and we will definitely check that out in the next episode. But for now, we are out of time. I've probably gone over time. I have been trying to keep these a little bit shorter. We did automate our lava process. I am hitting all the buttons. And we ran some vaults. We made some new tools. We got a nice set of tools here. We're doing pretty good. I think we're going to need to, of course, upgrade our whole wardrobe apparatus and things like that. And maybe look into... Maybe look into, like, a specialization for the javelin, and I think we're actually going to want something here. Yeah, like Nova. I think we're definitely going to want to pick up Nova in the next go-round. But anyway. That is all we have time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. Once again, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.